Hello, and welcome to my Pre-Algebra review series. This video covers Chapter 6, Section 9, titled Markup and Discount. We start this review with finding markups, and then we jump straight into a couple examples of real-world problems. We then switch our attention to finding discounts demonstrated by a real-world-like example. Please leave a like if you find this video to be helpful. Give your classmates a heads up too. It will more than likely help them, and it certainly will help this channel to be seen by more students. If you would like me to cover any of these topics in greater detail, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I read them and do my best to address each as time permits. Please subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon to be notified every time I release a new video. Thank you. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start this presentation with the definitions. A markup. To make a profit, a store charges more for the merchandise that it sells than they pay for it. The amount of increase is called a markup. A discount is when an item goes on sale. The amount of the price decrease is the discount. The percent of decrease is called the percent of discount. We'll see this again in a future slide, but be aware of these names. Objective 1, finding markups. So here we'll get that definition again. To make a profit, a store charges more for the merchandise than they pay for it. The amount of increase is called the markup. So they'll buy something they're going to sell for $1, and they're going to sell it for $1.50. They sell it for $1.50, so $1.50 minus $1 is 50 cents. The markup is 50 cents. Okay? Okay, example 1, a real-world problem. Okay? A music store's percent of markup is 67%. Right here, 67%. A CD costs the store $10.15. Find the markup. Well, if we go back to a previous section that we reviewed, we will remember that we see here we have a percentage, right? We have a 67% and a cost and an initial price and a final price. What is the final price, or what's the markup? Well, let's find out. The markup is we're going to write this like we did in the previous example. We'll say 67 over 100 is equal to, and what we want to find is the markup. We want to find N, or M for markup, divided by $10.15. Okay, so the relationship of the markup price versus the price paid it's 67%. Okay, so 67% of $10.15 is the markup. So the proportion and relationship goes between the percentage, 67%, and the markup price. Well, let's work it out. So in order to get rid of the 10.15, or to leave the M by itself on the right, we're going to multiply by $10.15 on both sides. So $10.15 times 67 divided by 100 is equal to M times $10.15 over $10.15. So this is how we work this out. And in this case, the $10.15, they disappear. I'll change the color here to blue. These disappear, and we're left with M. So back to the orange. So M is equal to 10.15 times 67 divided by 100. And what does that equal to? I'll move the answer on this side. It equals $6.80. And if we carry it out, I think it's 0.5. It's not exactly perfect, but there's the price. That's the markup. Because 67% of what the 100% of the original price, the markup is 67% of that amount. And here it is. M is equal to $6.80. Just like we did in the previous section. Okay, example 1, check your understanding. Now it's your turn. So it's just exactly the same as the one we just did. So we're going to take a clothing store pays $56 right here, $56 for a jacket. The percent of markup is 75%. Find the markup. Okay, I'll leave it to you. Pause the video, try it out. Come on back when you're ready, and we'll see where it takes us. Okay, now that we've all come back and looked at this video, we're going to look at this video together. It says a clothing store pays $56 for a jacket. The store's percent of markup is 75%. Find the markup for the jacket. Well, just like we previously did, I'll start this at this point. I'll say markup. We're doing markups over here. Markup. So I'm going to use M again. M equals 75%. Right there. M is 75% of what? Of the original price, $56. So M is 75% of 56. You can almost read it right here. Switch it around a little bit. And now let's do the math. We're just going to multiply both sides by 56. So we're going to get 56 times M over 56 is equal to 75 over 100 times 56. And the 56 is canceled. We're left with M equals 75 times 56. 75 times 56 divided by 100. And that equals, in dollars, $42. Do the math. 75 times 56 divided by 100, $42. That's the markup. Example 2, it's a real world problem. A computer store pays $6 for a computer mouse. The percent of markup is 75%. Find the mouse's selling price. Oh, that's a little bit different, right? We know we want to find the markup and then find the selling price. So first we're going to find the markup. I would say it might be a two-step problem. So let's give it a whirl. So we know that the price they paid was 6. It's 75. So we're going to go right here. We're going to say, starting with the price, we're going to get the markup first. So we're going to say the markup is equal to 75% over 100, and of what price? $6. So 75% of $6 is the markup. And we'll find at this point that M, the markup, is equal to 75 times 6 over 100. And the M over here is 6 over 100, over 6. These cancel. We end up with the markup is equal to 75 times 6 divided by 100. And 75 times 6 is 450, right? Divided by 100 is equal to $4.50. Well, that's the markup. They ask, find the mouse's selling price. Well, the selling price, the price is equal to the computer store's original cost, $6, plus the markup, which is $4.50. When you add these two together, the price out the door is $6 or $10.50. Price out the door. Okay, example 2, check your understanding. Find the price. This is the final price they're looking for, the selling price. And this is your turn. Pause the video. And when you're back, we'll head to it. Okay, now you had your chance to look at it. I know you've got it right because all you had to do is go back to the previous slide. If you had to watch it again, you could watch it again before you did this problem. It's exactly the same. The store buys a cap. It's $5. Has a 70% markup. So the same as before, the markup is M equals 70% over 100. And of what price? Of $5. So now that's it. the markup is 70% of $5. So it'll be $5 plus 70% of $5. And this, what does this equal to? Well, this equals, we're going to multiply both sides by 5. So 5m over 5 is equal to 70 over 100 times 5. Okay, when these cancel, 5's over here cancel, we're left with m. The markup is equal to 70 times 5 is 350 divided by 100 is equal to, I'll put some dollars on it now, $3.50. We divided $350 by 100. So m is equal to 350. And what is the selling price? Selling price. So the price is equal to the original price, $5, plus the markup, $3.50. And when you add those two together, the final price is $8.50. And that seemed to go pretty good. Okay. Objective 2. Now we're going to be finding the discounts. When an item goes on sale, the amount of the price decrease is what we call the discount. The percent of decrease is the percent of discount. And they give us a little formula this time. It says the sale price is the regular price minus the discount. We should have probably had this on the markup slide too. It would have been the sale price is the regular price plus the markup. But we didn't do that. I didn't see that example of that mathematics. So there's that. Discounts. The percent of discount. Example 3. Finding a discount. So athletic shoes that regularly sell for $85.99 are on sale for 20% off. Find the discount. Okay, let's take a look at that. Well, this is mostly just like the other problems. Instead of adding the markup, we're going to subtract the discount. So in this case, we're going to be looking for something called a discount. Oh, over here, discount. And I'm going to use D for the discount. And we're going to write this equation exactly the same as the other one. So we're going to say D, the discount, is equal to 20% of the whole price, which was $85.99. So it's the 20 over 100. And then D is over $85.99. So the discount is 20. The D is 20%. 20% right here. This whole thing is 20%. D is 20% of $85.99. So in order to calculate this, we're going to say D times $85.99 divided by $85.99 is equal to, I'll put a dot right there, is equal to 20 over 100 times $85.99. Okay? So when we calculate this out, we're going to have the $85.99s over here are going to disappear, and we're going to have D, the discount, is equal to 20 times $85.99 divided by 100. So when you do the math, you end up with 20 times $85.99, and that equals, where's my pencil? Here it is. That equals 1,719.8 over 100. And then we take and we divide this by 100, and the answer ends up being $17.50. and 19.8, so we'll end up rounding that to 20. 17.20. That is, find the discount. We've found the discount. The discount is $17. D is equal to $17.20. The final price would be what? We would take the $85.99 final price. So I'm going to say F for final price is equal to $85.99 minus $17.20, and then whatever that comes out to. I guess we could do that. Let's get the calculator going. And that's equal to $68.79. Not part of the question, but I just thought I'd throw it in there so you can see how that worked. And as you know, I don't have a calculator that'll pop up on my screen, so I have to stop the video and I get out my calculator and give it a shot. And anyway, thanks a lot. Okay, example 3, check your understanding. Solve for discount. Why don't you go for it? When you come back, we'll do it together. Okay, now that we're back. Pants, excuse me, pants priced at $21.99, right here, the original price, are marked 15% off. So that's a discount, 15% off. Find the discount. And as before, we're going to use D. I like D. You can use whatever you want. Okay? So, and how do we write this? We write D, start with the D. This is in the numerator, the value we're looking for. And we want to find 15% of D. So, or 50, D will equal 15% of something else, 15% over 100, we always write over 100. And D is equal to 15% of what? And the what is $21.99. Okay? So let's work that out. We're going to take D, or I'll say $21.99 times D over $21.99. This is so we can get the D alone by itself on the left-hand side. And it's 15 over 100 and times the same thing. We multiply both sides by the same number, $21.99. Okay? And then in order to do that, we're going to solve and finish this problem out, we're going to cancel these 21.99s because that was the purpose for doing it, was to get the D by itself. We now have the discount is equal to 15 times 21.99 divided by 100. And that equals, if you get your calculator out and run it, you're going to get equals 3.2985. And since this is dollars and we want the discount in dollars, we're going to round this to cents, to the nearest cent. And when you round 3.298 to the nearest cent, you look at the 9 and you say, is this number behind it larger than 5, equal to 5, larger than or equal to 5, or less than 5? 8 is greater than 5, so we're going to raise the 9 up. And when we raise the 9 up, it becomes a 0. So now the 2 becomes a 1 because we carry the 1 over. So the final price here ends up, or discount, ends up being $3.30. D equals $3.30.